Welcome to Community Talk. My name is Louis Eggleston, and I'm the marketing coordinator at Leonardo's Children's Museum. And here today with me speaking is Tracy Biddle, Executive Director of Leonardo's. So, Tracy, tell me, what's new at Leonardo's?
There's always something new at Leonardo's. This particular week, though, we're really busy, particularly in our marketing department.
Yep.
So if Louis has bags under his eyes, you guys feel sorry for him. That's because he has two huge events. We have the Fall Festival. This is the week of Fall Festival. Would you listen to me, please? This is the week of Fall Festival, and so on Friday, this Friday, when everybody's out of school, the kids are a little restless, you can come to the museum at 10 a.m. and we're going to have a big carnival type of atmosphere out at Adventure Quest, full of games. The kids can wear their costumes, which I think gives it a fun ambiance. There'll be face painting. Lunch is included in your trip. 10 a.m. to noon, we'll be having a party. You can feed the kids all in one stop at Leonardo's Fall Festival this Friday, which is the 20th, from 10 a.m. to noon. Then on Saturday, we have a big annual event, which is Leonardo's Princess Ball. I feel like Leonardo's Princess Ball is the premier father-daughter dance in Enid. This is the 10th annual Princess Ball. This is a night when daughters can take be escorted by their fathers. The dads can demonstrate what a nice, respectful manner that a daughter should be taken out in, kind of set the bar. It's a night that these little girls will remember the rest of their lives, and they are the princess. They are escorted by their King of Kings, the daddies. There's dancing, and we also have added the last couple of years big princess, pretty much featured Disney princess, and that is a lot of fun. Those little girls just light up and never forget meeting Cinderella or Rapunzel or Snow White. So
Yep, and so like last year, we'll have some Frozen characters as well. I love playing Prince Hans. It's a great costume.
Yes.
It's Prince Hans is sort of the bad guy in the movie. Spoiler, sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm sure some parents have seen it 100 times.
But it's really neat to have that interaction and sing. Are you going to sing for us?
No, I will not. But we will be dancing to lots of Disney classics, as well as, so the princess this year, which I'm sure every parent of a young child knows, is Moana. So we'll have Moana at Princess Ball. So if you have a little princess at home that is a big fan, get your tickets to come to Princess Ball. They'll be on sale until Friday at 5 p.m.
Yes.
We won't be selling tickets Saturday evening, so please be aware of that. And if you would like to get Princess Ball tickets, they're available online at leonardos.org, so get them there.
You do have to buy both the parent and the child a ticket. And the event is held at the Central National Bank Event Center in the ballroom, which I think also adds to the atmosphere of the grandeur and the royalty.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, the princess will walk in down the red carpet, and the pink and purple lights will be up on the wall. It's going to be a beautiful event. So we hope that you can make it. You can get your tickets again at leonardos.org. So.
great.
Another big program that we have going on that we're really grateful to support and to run and thankful for their support is the OG&E Science Club.
Yes, OG&E has helped us reestablish an after-school science club. We used to have one of those, however, for the last few years with renovations and some of our partners, corporations relocating, we were looking for another sponsor for that, and OG&E stepped up to the plate in royal fashion. And so we are going to be, or we are currently hosting Tuesday after school and Thursday after school, all the little mad scientists over in our education annex. And I want the public to know that since we do have such great sponsorship, the scholarships are aplenty. So no child should have to be turned away due to their inability to pay.
That's great. Yeah, so I saw them back in the annex. They're doing some kinetic energy stuff, building with Kinex. They're doing water, solar, even capacitors, how to store energy.
Some really
It's beyond me.
interesting curriculum, really. They're even going to spend one day looking at how sound works and how speakers operate and how you can take older speakers and refurb them and learn why they were blown, audio speakers. I really want to sit in on that because
Yeah.
I don't know. We learn stuff every day.
Yeah, so if you have a young scientist at home, sign up. You can just come to the front desk of Leonardo's. We'll get your child signed up for OG&E Science Club. And that runs until the end of November. Also, one of the clubs goes until the first week of December. So there's still plenty of time to get involved with that.
I wanted to add also, as far as regular classes, we are in homeschool season. We do a session of homeschool classes, both semester, fall, and spring. So if you are a family that is educating your children at home, we do have assistance at Leonardo, so you need to call and ask about that. We do a art class offering and a science class offering each on Friday mornings. So
And those are a lot of fun too. For Friday mornings, if you're a family that homeschools, this is a great opportunity to get some fun curriculum in a small classroom environment.
Yes.
So at Leonardo's.
Yes.
And then we also have programming on Saturdays that a lot of people might not be aware of that we do every Saturday.
Yes, every Saturday during the school year. When you come in and pay admission to Leonardo's to just have a fun family day on Saturday, there are a couple of times during the day that we do an organized activity. One is at 11 a.m. and the other at 2. The first and third weekends or Saturdays, we do Art Quest, where a special project has been created. We kind of get together over in our education annex and we lead through a little an art experience where we create something. And so that is a lot of fun. That is sponsored by the Oklahoma Arts Council. And then on the other 2 Saturdays of the month, what would that make, second and fourth? We have Weekend Wonders, and Weekend Wonders is brought to us by McDonald's, our local McDonald's owners, the Barton family, and they see that we have a science experiment at 11 and 2 on Saturdays. There's no charge for that. That's just an additional activity to do, spawn those little minds, get them to thinking and creating, because that's what we're all about. So we really appreciate the Oklahoma Arts Council and McDonald's for helping make that happen, even on the weekends.
That's great. And we want to mention our traveling exhibit that's in right now, too. If folks haven't had a chance to visit that, that is a great exhibit. So
I
tell us a little bit
love
about it.
Building Buddies. We did have Building Buddies about 4 years ago, so it might be familiar with some people, but my kids grew up with Bob the Builder. And it was all about constructing in the community and creating a community and building things. And that's what this exhibit's all about. It's a lot of fun. You can build with building blocks. You can go up in a structure and transport the blocks up into the structure, across, and then lower them back down. I was just watching one of the children this morning, 3 or 4 years old, when it went up to the painting wall with a big roller, just like Mom and Dad do. And as she rolled, it lit up to a different color. So it's a very neat way to paint. They can learn about laying tile. They can learn about kind of an interior design component where the young kids can look at building draperies. So that's kind of neat. You can put PVC pipe together and arrange it in different ways. You can put siding for houses, vinyl siding, measure, and kind of put it together as a puzzle. It's very interactive. And of course, you can always dress up. You always have to have your appropriate attire of a hard hat and an apron and all that good stuff. So Building Buddies is just really well received. It's a lot of fun. I love to watch the parents down on the floor building something all the way down to the age of a toddler.
Well, that's great. So for folks that might not know, we are a hands-on arts and science museum, in case that's a surprise for some people. But next week, Enid is going to be hosting some great artists from across the state. And Leonardo's will be playing a role in that. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Actually, the Enid Arts Council is, we're of course a member of the statewide organization, the Oklahoma Arts Council, which funds some of our programs, one I just mentioned. They hold a statewide conference annually, and Enid is the site for that statewide conference. So it means professionals, that these creative minds from all over the state, leaders, community leaders, artists, are going to be coming to Enid, Oklahoma, which I think is fantastic for our community. I know that the Enid Arts Council, our organization, Main Street Enid, Learning, Arts Learning, just all the different organizations need help, and I hope that Enid as a community steps up and we have plenty of volunteer power, because we'll be hosting them in learning activities, actual seminars that will be held based out of Central National Bank, but then we're also trying to get them out into the community. So on one evening, we'll have our bricks area, the brick road right in front of Leonardo's open, and we're working with our neighbors there to offer a nighttime activity, and then the meal will be served in our education annex. So I hope Enid really embraces the Oklahoma Arts Council and all of those visitors that are coming to Enid next week. I think that's really great for Enid.
That's great. So speaking of volunteer opportunities, Leonardo's has some available, and one particular volunteer opportunity I'd like to plug is our docent program.
Yes.
If you want to quickly tell us what that
The docent
entails.
program, the difference between a docent and a regular volunteer is this is a skilled or a particular skill or activity that someone would like to bring to the museum, and they sign up to do that on a regular basis. Might be that you just love to go around the museum and interact with all the types of children. Might be that you had done carpentry at one point in your life. Maybe you're a great crafter. We would station those type of people in the tinkering. And so, but the idea is to have a regular commitment with the museum for a certain specified amount of time, and again, interacting and helping with us provide a wow and a wonderful customer experience, customer service experience for our guests.
Yeah, I know I get one question quite often when I talk about the docent program is, so I see kids very busy and walking quickly through the museum when I have to keep up with them. And the answer I like to tell people is no, we'll give you something, and you said it, you can be stationed in an area. If you want to lead a craft or a project or something like that, you can just be there for 2 hours with children coming in and out, and you're inspiring them to be future artists and leaders and scientists in your own little area. So if you want to be a regular volunteer at Leonardo's, learn about our docent program, and which you can at leonardos.org
You can
as well.
do the docent program, you can be a one-time volunteer, you can come in small groups. We have a fantastic new person we're adding to our staff, and Dimple Sandu will be, she's coordinating all of that. You can get in touch with her at leonardos.org. And then also I would just like to bring up that we are welcoming another person to our staff, Lori Coonrod, because Lewis is going on to Texas, and I want you to know that we're going to miss you a whole bunch. You've done a fantastic job, but we're really thrilled that Lori has stepped up and is going to try to carry on what you've started. So Lori's email will be marketing@leonardos.org. So welcome to our new staff at Leonardo's.
Yay. Yeah, so it's been a real privilege. I love Leonardo's. I will continually always love Leonardo's and cherish my time here in Enid. So thank you all for supporting Leonardo's, and we want to thank you especially for watching us today and for supporting Leonardo's Children's Museum. For more information, go to leonardos.org.
Hello, I'm Clifford Porter of the Booker T. Washington Community Center, located at 800 South 5th Street. Please come out and visit us in some of our programs, and please watch for us on Community Talk.
Hi, I'm Courtney Stresnick with the YWCA Enid. I'm the Youth Program Coordinator, and this is Debbie Wilzik, our Executive Director. We are here today because it's October, which is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, And at YWCA, we're on a mission to educate the community on domestic violence and that it is in our community, it is a problem. For example, Oklahoma is 6th in the nation for the number of women killed by men each year. We're also 1st in the nation for the lifetime prevalence of rape, stalking, and violence against women. So that means that at some point in a lifetime, a woman will be assaulted either verbally or physically. Now, like I said, October is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And we just believe that with more education and understanding that domestic violence can be identified and then therefore helped. So Debbie is going to kind of lead us in what is domestic violence and what are some warning signs to look for if you believe that someone you know is in a domestic violence situation.
Perfect. Domestic violence is defined as the willful intimidation, physical assault, battery, or sexual assault of another person. Unfortunately, domestic violence does not see bias against gender, race, social status, economic status, education. Anyone can be a victim of domestic violence. So just as many women can be victims as well as men. Some of the statistics are nationally 1 in 4 women will be a victim in their lifetime. As Courtney mentioned, we are on a mission to change that statistic and bring hope to those victims. A lot of people don't understand why victims stay with their abusers, and typically what we see is that those abusers aren't necessarily a cut from the cloth person. Those abusers don't have always similar personality types. It's always about the abuse of power and control over their victims. Some of those things can start out just as easily if you see any warning signs such as jealousy, extreme possessiveness, someone who is willfully obstructing your job, coming in, calling, those types of behaviors. They really try to attempt to isolate their victims. So it's not something that anyone can pinpoint overnight. It is just a gradual stripping of that power and control over their victims. The YWCA is your local resource. We serve 5 counties, not only Garfield, but Major, Blaine, Kingfisher, and Grant counties as well. We are always available to assist those victims. We are staffed 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and our goal is really to bring hope and safety to those victims of domestic violence.
So you mentioned, I think it's really difficult for some to understand why, if you're a victim of domestic violence, why would you continue to stay? Why did they go back? There's a statistic that it usually takes about 7 to 9 times for an abused to leave their abuser and completely cut that tie and move on. Why would you say that is? I think that can be very confusing for a lot of people.
Absolutely. That is probably by far one of the hardest things for most people to realize and identify why. As I mentioned before, it's a very gradual process. That abuser may in the beginning just start to isolate the victim, take over financial control, and really leaving that victim without a feeling of hope. So they stay either because they're limited financially, or they stay just because they have been isolated and removed. There are many factors as to why women stay. Some stay for their children. Everyone's story and everyone's path is just a little bit different. But we hope that by sharing our message of peace and hope that we can provide an alternate for some of those victims.
Very good. And it's important to note some facts from the National Coalition. Every 9 seconds in the United States, a woman is assaulted or beaten, and that is a horrifying statistic. As we speak, this has happened multiple times while we're having this conversation today. Domestic violence is a leading cause of injury for women, even over muggings, rapes, burglaries, things of that nature. And then also, 10 million children witness domestic violence annually, and that is very scary because those children growing up in that situation, they're going to see that that's normal and they're going to perpetuate that behavior. So I think one of our biggest goals is to really intervene and not make this a continual family generational problem. Hopefully we can intervene and those kids will grow up in a better circumstance and then treat their spouses and people that they come into contact with more positively. We see so much destruction from that, and it's just very scary, and our mission is to get out there, like Debbie said, and to be that local resource. Speaking of children, we do have free counseling available to both children and adult victims of domestic violence, of just any sort of situation. Everybody encounters stress and trauma within their life, and we do have resources for everybody, even if you're not in a domestic violence situation. Our doors are always open, and we do have free counseling Monday through Friday. So we are always available for really anything that you need, as well as we do have a community closet as well called My Sister's Closet. And that is open to the public, that is free to the public, Monday through Friday, usually 1 to 5, I believe. So please come in, even if we can't serve you at the moment. For domestic violence, we have other services for you.
And one important thing to remember as well is that domestic violence isn't necessarily a private matter. It's not something that individuals should deal with alone. There are many statistics that show it is a community problem, and therefore, as a community, we really should be engaged in helping eliminate domestic violence in our community. Not just due to victims losing work, employers paying that time off, the medical costs often trickle down. So it truly is a community problem and not something that people should deal with alone. If you think that you know of someone who might be in a situation, reach out, share our information with them. If you don't have that crisis line number, you can always just call the front desk and we will immediately patch those individuals in to speak with an advocate. So once again, not a private matter, it is a community problem that we face here in Enid.
And I think it's important to note that we have mentioned women over and over in this conversation, but it is really important to note, and I don't think that many in our community understand, that we do serve all victims, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity. The YWCA is here for you, and we have resources for you. If we can't help you, we can point you to someone who can. So I just want to make very clear that a lot of the studies about domestic violence are geared towards women because women are more likely to report. That does not mean that it doesn't happen to women, or to men, and we are very, very aware that this is not a female-only problem. This is a community and a social problem, for lack of a better word. So we have services for everybody, regardless of gender, race, or ethnicity. YWCA nationally hosts a Week Without Violence, which is actually this week, up through Friday the 20th. It's our Week Without Violence, which is a global movement to end violence across our nation and across the world. I know that there is so much turmoil in our world right now that this is a very important time to relay that message of together we can end violence by standing up and saying something. If you see something, say something. Call us. Report to a counselor that you see. Anything. Just it is very important that we relay the message that it's okay, we believe you, it happens, and it's not your fault, and we can help.
Absolutely.
And there's more information about that national YWCA Week Without Violence at ywcaweekwithoutviolence.org if you're interested in anything more on that. It is also important to note that tomorrow, Thursday, October 19th, is our Wear Purple Day. So purple is nationally the color for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. You may have seen our purple banners at the courthouse and outside of the YWCA. And so our Wear Purple Day is something that you can all participate in to support domestic violence awareness. Tomorrow, we ask that you wear purple, whatever that may be, whether it's a shirt, shoes, pants, socks, nail polish, whatever you feel that you would like to rock. Please wear your purple and tag us in those photos at hashtag YWCA Enid Goes Purple. We're hoping to compile all of those into a blog and be able to feature those community members that have supported us and and are really helping to build that awareness. Hopefully people will be asking, why are you wearing purple today? And you can tell them. So that's very important to note that we will be doing that tomorrow, Thursday, October 19th. And also, we are doing, I'm hoping Debbie can speak some more about this, some purple outs at our local high schools. So would you tell us about this, please?
You bet. So the remainder of the month, we have some additional activities as well. Tomorrow is our Wear Purple, but we also have our Purple Out scheduled for Waucomas High School. So if you're in the Waucomas area or you want to come out and show your support, we will be there for our Purple Out. We will have purple tape available for those football players. We'll do a balloon release. We'll have our purple ribbons on hand. And then we also just have a few words that we speak there during the halftime. We also have partnered with Pioneer, and the Pioneer Purple Out is scheduled for October 27th. So if you're a Pioneer Mustang and you're going to be in the area, please come see us. Once again, balloon release. Just really hoping to spread our message out in the community. And we may even have a few surprises up our sleeve for tomorrow in the community. So be on the lookout for anything purple that might catch your eye while you're driving around town tomorrow.
Yes, yes, please do. Keep your eye out for any purple you see, and hopefully you will have watched this and recognize that's about domestic violence awareness, and we know who can help. I want to reiterate again that YWCA Enid is staffed 24/7, 365 days a year. You can, if after hours, you can reach us at our hotline at 800-966-7644. And our office hours, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., you can reach us at 580-234-7581. Again, please know we are always a resource. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want some more information about domestic violence or need to get into contact with us, you can always message us on Facebook Messenger if that's more comfortable to you than a phone call. So please reach out if there's anything we can do to assist you, whether that be our crisis center, our advocate resources. We also have legal resources for any victims, and as well as our My Sister's Closet and the free counseling. Please, please know that our doors are always open. Again, our telephone number is 580-234-7581. And thank you for joining us, and I hope we have taught you something about domestic violence. Please help us spread the word and wear your purple tomorrow, Thursday, October 19th.
Technology Center, Coordinator for Business and Industry Services. If you're interested in a class, flip through our catalog and see if we have anything to offer. Otherwise, we can do customized training as well. Feel free to contact us at Autry Technology Center and ask for Ashley Gore. Watch for us on Community Talk.
I'm Lisa from Creative Arts Enid.
And I'm Terry. Cheers, Terry.
Cheers. We have a huge week this week at Creative Arts Enid. It is fall break. Are you excited?
It's fall break. I'm super excited because that means those of us who work in schools, we got a couple days off.
Awesome.
So excited, which means the kids are out.
Yes, the kids are out. So we have some special activities going on at the studio. We have some Follow Me classes, which is
that these?
Yeah, that's what they're going to be doing, is a couple of these plus more. I mean, there's so many more. We just brought 2 of them. But they're super cute, and they're really fun, and they're really easy to do. So we have an instructor that's going to teach you how to lay out the paintings and then paint them. They're for all ages. So anybody 6 and over can come in and do the artwork. Under 6, we ask that there's an adult that stays and helps them.
Okay, so this would be a great time for those people who want to come to a mom and me kind of thing, but not necessarily the mommy and me, which is younger kids, right?
Right.
But for the school age kids, maybe people who work in schools, they want to hang out with their kids. This is it. And you said this is going to be easy. So if I don't know what I'm doing, somebody's going to show me, right?
Yes.
That's what the Follow Me is?
Yeah. We'll show you how to lay it out. We'll show you how to use your brushes. A lot of times they look intimidating, a little bit harder than they are, but...
Yeah, because this is a lot of really cool texture, and
yeah,
if you've never done that, it might look scary, but We're going to show you how to do it.
April does an excellent job on these. Most of the classes are $15
Oh,
per artist to do it.
Per artist,
So mom can pay 15, child 15, or you can, drop your kids off with us.
But only
And
if
then-
they're over 6.
Only if they're over 6.
Only if they're over 6.
And hang out and do some art. We also have our regular scheduled program. So the first and third Thursday of every month is Creative Kids Art Club.
Okay.
And that is just a really fun, after school program that we have going on. It's from 3:30 to 5. It is just a time for kids to get creative. And they do a lot of different mediums and things like that.
And what age group is that?
That, again, is really 6 and older.
Okay, so anybody after school can come to
Anybody
that.
after school can come to that. And we try to divide it up by age group in the room, just so the older kids get the attention they need and the younger kids get the attention they need, and you don't feel like you're doing a little kids project
Okay,
so much.
cool.
The one that they're going to do this week is going to be stacked pumpkins. So it just happened to fall on fall break. So
Oh.
we're going to continue with that class and let everybody have a taste of what do we do at our studio
Yeah.
for after school art programs. We also have our Friday class.
Oh, yeah, what's the Friday?
Friday is every Friday if you are out of school, because we know there are some schools that have the 4-day week and they're out of school on Fridays. We also have homeschool kids that are obviously out on Friday, and that is from 10:30 to 12. And we do a different kind of class. We have Skip to My Louvre, we have a textiles class, we have mini masters, and then we have another follow me type class. So this one happens to be the mini masters week.
Okay, and like paint masters?
Yeah, well, what they do is they learn a technique of a master artist.
Oh, okay.
And this one is Van Gogh,
Oh,
and everybody
fabulous.
knows Van Gogh's
Love Van
Starry
Gogh.
Night. So we've kind of taken it and done a twist on it. So Mini Masters is more about understanding the technique that was used to create the painting. So we're going to use his technique of swirls and Starry Night and do some flying ghosts.
Oh,
in the
very
background
cool.
With the Starry Night. It's going
Very
to be
cool.
really neat. I'm so excited about it. So the kids get a little art history class along with a painting, and they can see a masterwork and turn it into their own
Very
kind of
cool.
artwork. So it's really a great program, and that is every Friday they can come and do that.
Very cool. So I've got this stein in my hand.
I know, these
and
are
it's
fun.
very cool. I love this. I need this stein. However, I need this stein to be colorful. Is this one of those things that I can do at the Paint Your Own Pottery?
Yeah, we have Paint Your Own Pottery at the studio. We have lots of different kinds of pottery, bowls, plates, all kinds of stuff.
Piggy banks?
Piggy banks.
Piggy banks.
Piggy banks are huge. And these steins are wonderful. I love the bearded stein guy. But we do this every Friday. This Friday is included, 2:30 to 7. We'll be there. Come paint pottery. You paint it. We dip it. And you get it back in about a week. Then also, this Saturday, the 21st, happens to be the third Saturday of the month,
It does.
which is our Paint Your Own Pottery Day. So
Awesome.
that is 10 to 2.
So you can do that on Saturday if you're
You can do it
busy
Saturday.
on Friday.
Yeah. This is a great family outing to come and paint some pottery, go grab lunch, hang out downtown, and just
fantastic.
enjoy Enid and Creative Arts. And this beautiful weather. It's great to be out in this beautiful weather.
I'm so happy about fall.
So,
Speaking of fall and Paint Your Own Pottery, and it'll be back in a week or so. If I were to do it this weekend, would it be available for me to pick up if I come to the Great Pumpkin Fall Arttoberfest thing that we got going on?
it would be. That would be
Oh my
awesome. You
gosh.
could come in this weekend, paint it, Friday or Saturday. You could even come to the Ghouls Night Out party that we're doing. It's a pizza party.
Oh, it's a pizza party.
Saturday night, 6 to 8.
Oh, wow, okay.
And you can find out more information about that online.
At the
Creative
website?
Arts, yes, creativeartsenid.com. And then you can come, pick out your stein. We've got lots of bearded steins. We've got lots of regular steins, or just any glass. We've got wine glasses. We've got all kinds of stuff.
And-
Paint it up, bring it, get it next week when you come to the Arttoberfest, the Great Pumpkin
Great Pumpkin
Arttoberfest.
Arttoberfest. I'm so excited about that. We're going to have downtown, right outside the studio, we're going to have artists, and we're going to have food, and there's going to be some music, right? We're going to have some kind of music.
Yep.
There's going to be an adult beverage tent of some sort.
There is going to be a beer garden.
All right, a beer garden. And we're going to have a lot of artists. I'm going to be there as an artist with the textiles. A lot of tie-dye stuff, so that's going to be kind of cool. And then we're going to have some acrylics paintings and pottery, like this guy right here, maybe.
I love this guy, and he's a lamp. He's so much fun.
All right. And some other artists, right? All over Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, we've even got a stone guy, I guess. That's what you call him, stone guy. He polishes stones and then turns them into jewelry. And he does some amazing stuff. And this kid, I believe, and I say kid, he's like 17 years old. And
That's
he does
pretty
some
awesome.
amazing pieces. And so he'll be there with his tools so you can watch him make things. You can buy his stuff. He does a lot of stuff with copper. I mean, it's just really neat. The artists and artisans that we have gotten for this show are just amazing. And it is not to be like, oh, it's almost Christmas, but it is.
It is almost
It's
Christmas.
going to be here before you know it.
And I'm always looking for that unique gift that nobody else is going to get one like this.
Yeah.
And so anytime you have artists coming together is a great time to do that. This will be a great time to do that.
I guarantee nobody has a monster light.
I've never seen a monster light like this one ever. This is awesome. I'm gonna need one of those for sure. Now, there's a pumpkin cook-off thing or something, right? I mean, we're gonna have food.
Yes.
There's gonna be like a food truck.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also some sort of competition food thing.
We are having a lot of different activities for this. It is the Great Pumpkin Art Ober Festival.
Yay!
So that means we have pumpkins, and
Pumpkins.
we have combined art, and we have combined an Oktoberfest. Three of my favorite things. And we have decided to do a pumpkin cook-off bake-off. You can find out more information about this if you go to our website, creativeartsenid.com, and look at our art festival, annual art festival page. And you just kind of scroll down, you'll see an application, homemade baked goods or with pumpkin or some kind of pumpkin savory dish. I'm excited about those. We've got 3 local judges that are going to come, taste all of the food, and the winner gets a prize. So this is just one of those activities. It's free to enter the contest.
Sweet.
Absolutely. And then we have pumpkins coming. The country kids are bringing their pumpkins from Ponca City. And then we've got we're going to paint pumpkins.
We're gonna
carve pumpkins.
Sweet.
And we'll have other games and activities going on while we're doing this.
Now there's a fee to get in.
There's an admission of $2, but it is so well worth it because that $2 gets matched dollar for dollar from Park Avenue Thrift. That means for every $2 that comes in, we get $4 to the Creative Arts, and that really helps us. We're a nonprofit studio. That helps us keep our after-school classes and programs going.
And the other adult classes.
And the other adult
And
classes.
also, the other people that are going to help us out with that are the Masons. Garfield 501 is going to be cooking brats.
Oh, yes, I'm excited.
And, because bratwurst. And they're going to have hot dogs too or something, right? I think?
Yeah,
Right?
we'll have hot dogs in case the kids don't want brats. But yeah, we'll have brats, and we'll have the Johann's barbecue truck will be there.
And the Masons are also helping us out. So this is a double dip opportunity to give to Creative Arts. You can come and give to get in, and then if you also want brats, you can give again, and then there'll be all kinds of donations going on, which will really help keep arts going on in Enid, which, as an artist, I'm super excited about that.
Yes, and then there's opportunities for people to come and help that want to get involved.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to come and help and get involved in this or in other activities, other stuff that's going on, you can always volunteer with us. And we've got a brand new email address set up that is volunteerscae@gmail.com. Send me an email, and I'll be happy to make sure that you get updated on all the volunteer opportunities. And we'll have people coming in and doing stuff, and you can be involved without actually having to give money, though you can give money if you'd like.
We need volunteers for the Arttoberfest. We need volunteers coming up for our Thanksgiving break activities, and our Christmas break, our winter break activities. So we have a lot of stuff going on at Creative Arts. Also coming up in December 1st, mark your calendars. We have the Deck the Balls activity going on. So
I'm excited about
you will find out more information of that soon on our website and on our Facebook. For more information about Creative Arts, please go to our website, creativeartsenid.com. We've got a homepage that just kind of throws everything out at you that's coming up, but then we've got different areas that you can click down and find out more information about the classes. What are we teaching? What are we doing? That kind of stuff. Adult classes are coming up. We have pottery. We have the paint your own pottery. There's so much going on. And Facebook, check us out on Facebook.
I really like it when I'm on Facebook and the little notices come up. So you can just do a search for Creative Arts Enid, and it'll pop up, and you can like our page, and we'll just throw little tidbits at you from time to time.
Awesome. So yeah, check us out this week at the studio and the Arttober Festival on the 28th, 11 to 5. Cheers, Terry.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it.
All right, it was fun. I love coming out.
Yeah. Check us out again on Community Talk.
Hi, I'm Janet Jones with Gaslight Theater. Gaslight is located at 221 North Independence. Check us out on Facebook or our website, gaslighttheater.org. Our box office is open from 2 to 5:30, Tuesday through Friday. I'm directing Gaslight Kids Drama Camp. Check us out on Community Talk.